food can change the perception of a country, then I'm all for that as well. But that wasn't really the primary goal. The primary goal for me was this isn't around, and I thought, why not give it a go? I started cooking at university, and there, I guess, being away from mum and dad, that's when I had to fend for myself. Not so much the Iraqi side, just more just cooking in general, but that's definitely where my passion started, should we say.
Who was the main cook in your house though?
For the Iraqi cuisine, my dad, 100%. Dad's Iraqi, mum's English-Irish. But growing up, I guess those banquet dishes and those special dishes, they weren't happening like every day of the week. Iraqi food to me is a mix of Turkish and Lebanese with an Indian influence. I think Iraqi cuisine can be quite heavy and quite carb heavy and sauce heavy and very rich, and I think presentation as well. I feel as though if I was to just take your traditional dishes that I grew up eating, the flavour would be there, but I just feel as though, yeah, presentation and that just that touch of refinement is definitely needed, because you know there's so much going on in London, and it's just such an amazing place for food, and it has been for me all throughout growing up. So standards are high, and I think we have to push further than, you know, a bowl of rice, lamb shank and a sauce. I really wish I had a few years learning from the masters over there, but it was more just self-taught, badgering my dad about dolma, badgering him about kubba, and just, you know, really kind of learning for myself. You know, all of Juma has been a self-taught kind of machine where I've just had to go out and just learn everything, and, you know, picking up tips along the way from modern European kitchens and kind of translating them into the Iraqi dishes. I really would like to go out there and kind of learn more about the heritage and the food, because I think there's just so much more I can learn. Because I only know from my dad, right, and my region of Iraq, which is northern Iraq, Maslawi food. So there's a whole other landscape, shall we say, of dishes and styles of cooking that I just don't know about. So I'd love to broaden that knowledge. That kind of period of my life, I can just confidently say I was not happy at all, and it was just kind of going through the motions of getting a proper job. Yeah, food was always there in the back of my head, consistently distracting me, I guess. And I think a lot of people and friends within my close community were saying, like, what are you doing in finance? Like, you know, it wasn't necessarily going to food, but just what are you doing in finance? Like, it's not you. You have to just listen to, I guess, yourself and your inner, and just make sure that, you know, you're doing things for you. Because I think there's a lot of people out there who aren't happy in work, and I think, yeah, you just got to find what you love and just go for it. I'd say maybe not quit your job and go for it, like test the waters first. Over the last 3-4 years, I've become more and more connected with fellow Iraqis in London and Iraqi culture. But prior to this journey, I would honestly say no, I wasn't as connected. From what I'm seeing around me, like in, let's say, our age group and our demographic, there's just some amazing people doing incredible things. Shaka Mako, Ahmed Habib, Sarah from Inspirational Iraqis, Sarah Ahmed from Add a Little Lemon in LA. Amar Foundation, I've worked really closely with those guys, and they're doing amazing work in Iraq on a ground level. An artist I really admire is Shakir Alusi, but Shakir's artwork is just incredible. I love kind of what he's doing. It provokes something within me, and I really love what he does. I'd like to say that rent will go down in London and premiums and business rates, but it never will. But yeah, so London's a very difficult place to start out, but I think I'm really excited about next year, and 100% I'm fully committed to opening a restaurant and making this happen.